So it's very interesting project which is not in this eastern zone. And one of my or one of our key challenge that drawing making is a very tedious exercise in heritage conservation, and we are always reluctant to do that because it needs a specific expertise, skill, and all these things. And as I was one of the sort of capacity I have developed while I was associated with Aga Khan Foundation and doing restoration of Humayun's tomb, laser scanning being done for the first time in this country in 2008 to 2010. Later on, various other institute, various other organizations are being influenced, and I personally also in several institutions today, they are now taken up, and a lot of scanners are in market right now. Even CBI also doing a lot of scanning. But the thing is that scanning has to be done in a particular way, and if you can do it, you actually don't need to create any drawings. So this is a site which is ASI site next to Belur Halevidu temple, and one of the small pavilion ASI wanted to do that. They approached to us, and we given that service. We have just scanned and generated sections from that scan without drawing anything on top of scan. We have done the grid line just to give them a basic reference. That's it. So that kind of work, which is parallel to international level of state of art technology, that is what we are doing. The point is that are we using such knowledge systems in the ground level, or we are talking about that okay fine, we have to do a lot of things, lot of things. This is a drone survey. We all know that these days drone is very popular technology. This is a drone survey of our Kolkata, Bagbajar Ghat, Mayer Ghat to Shobha Bajar Ghat. And because of this is basically has a capacity to create digital elevation model. So you can create point cloud data, you can create sections, you can documentation is done just cakewalk. Now the point is, if you now come back to that previous small chart where I said that how institution can actually help us. Now here the institution where I'm part of it, that is Bangalore, they have dedicatedly slotted hired semesters to conduct such research project in the studio when we are running the studio. And in that capacity, we have conducted this at a study in Calcutta, and we have produced this data, and this data is enormous data for all of us. Of course, ICOMOS India has supported it. One of our very senior member, Mukul Agarwal, has connected with a specific department of police, and we got the permission. We actually did it under guidance of Calcutta Police. I'm really thankful to that. So this is a fascinating data set is ready for now. Any of the organization, if they wants to use, they can write to ICOMOS India or write to the institution, and they can get it. So this is how we should, we should just venture more and more and often join hands together. And furthermore, the data can be used. This drawing is not actually hand drawn. It is basically a computer generated based on the DEM information done. So there are software, specific software. That software is actually being used in our lab, and we have the capacity. Now because of such state of art entities, it needs a lot of funding, and who will fund us? Nobody. The institutions, its own fund being used to create such things, and they have joined hands with ICOMOS India as a capacity of institutional partner and working for East Zone. Very interesting. So sitting in Bangalore, I'm doing work for my Calcutta, my base, and connecting with the center which is in Delhi. So this is how we are working, and we are this way we can connect with several other bodies, and at the same time at the local level, at the ground level, we need to connect further bodies. There are small bodies are working constantly. We need to know them. This is one of the ghat in Kumartuli area. It's scanned and sections is being done. So this is the sort of, and on top you can see the drone section of entire Shobha Bajar Bagbajar area. So these are fascinating data you can actually process and actually become very curious for the young generation, because tomorrow's entire world will go in the digital way, and we cannot get away with that technology. We said they will not know this. We have to know it better and then start controlling the technology better. That's what our aim is. So yeah, this is a video, so it cannot be played right now. It is PDF. So it's basically the whole zone, how point cloud data is being created for the Shobha Bajar Bagbajar zone. So that way our country is fully, networked with several other, spots across country. And UNESCO says that outstanding universal value, and at the ground level those values are lying but unrecognized, and we have to recognize those values. But how? And these are the sets of values. If we start looking at each word which sir was saying in his speech, and constantly we are actually culminating these words, go with every words like a strand, and if you just test it, you will see that there are values embedded. And if we can pick it up and just study further and connect all these institutions, we can do wonderful work. We may have right now 43 heritage world heritage site. We have 4,300 heritage site in another 10 years maybe. That's what we our potential is all about.